So I just got done watching the PBC card, and I had a question since Teddy Atlas was calling the Paul Malignaggi fight. I want that. Who's TBC, the best commentator? Is it Paulie Malignaggi or Teddy Atlas? Uh, as I mentioned before in other videos, it's just amazing how attached you are to these voices. I just was enamored with Teddy Atlas commentating and how he speaks with conviction. And I love Teddy Atlas, but Paul Malignaggi and Teddy Atlas are probably two of the top five commentators in boxing. You know, Max Kellerman is awesome. Love him or hate him. He's been wrong a lot of times and he's been right a lot of times. But Max Kellerman is a hell of a commentator, color commentator. Um, uh, Jim Lampley is good, but every time you know Jim Lampley is always leading the witness when he does a fight. But you can't watch ABC. You can't watch an HBO fight without wanting to hear what Jim Lampley has to say. Larry Merchant was great. You know, I didn't like him. Uh, I loved him. I hated him. I loved him. I hated him. I loved him. I hated him. But overall, he's definitely up there. But getting back to Paulie Malignaggi and Teddy Atlas, I was just thinking, how about if these two guys was in the ring calling the same fight, but they couldn't hear themselves, and we were like in a private booth listening to them, who would be the best color commentator? But right now, Teddy Atlas is the best. He speaks with great conviction, and he's attached to the hip with Mike Tyson. So America loves Mike Tyson. Now we do. Um, but Paulie Malignaggi is coming up in the rear. He's behind him probably by 3 or 4 lengths if you like horse racing. But very exciting card, PBC. I enjoyed the candor after the fight. I enjoyed Teddy Atlas immensely um, um, covering this fight. That's a helicopter overhead. But um, I'm just very excited for what's next for PBC. Teddy Atlas should be on every card. Paulie Malignaggi should be on every card in some capacity, whether it's doing interviews, Teddy Atlas, tips for the fight, somewhere. Paulie Malignaggi needs a he needs to do something like Teddy Atlas, like Paulie Malignaggi magic tips or something. You guys can probably think of something like that. But PBC struck gold with Paulie Malignaggi and Teddy Atlas. They're going to drive fans to PBC and have you want to listen. Marv Albert is not the best guy for PBC, but you know the NBC probably has an NBC contract, and he's probably the only voice that can be on NBC. You know, so he and Bob Costas. So let me know what you guys think. Who's better, Paulie Malignaggi or Teddy Atlas? Right now, I'm going with Teddy Atlas, but they're both going to be. One is great, one is in the Hall of Fame, and one will be in the Hall of Fame as a commentator. I don't think Paulie made it as a boxer, but as a commentator, he'll definitely get there. So who's TBC? Malignaggi, Atlas. Who you got? Barbershop Conversations. Appreciate you guys' support. Thanks, guys.